What's going on, guys? Asher here with Hidden Profits Crypto, a channel focused on bringing you the best low cap hidden gems and turning you into a smart risk, high reward investor. Today, we're going to be taking a look at 8 steps to kind of get you guys through the bear market. I know a lot of people are having a rough time out there, so I figured since I've kind of been in and out of this for the last 5 or so years, I figured I have a little bit of experience with dealing with it. So I'd give you guys some tips, specifically more for the newer people who've never experienced a bear market before. These 8 ways to kind of deal with it and make the best choices, so that way the next bull run you guys can be as prosperous as possible. So make sure to stick all the way through. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so the first step is taking a break. Now, I know that a lot of people in the crypto space are very, very into crypto, and I feel that because I am too. I'm obsessed with it. Every day I'm constantly looking at charts, constantly looking at news and listening to something about crypto. So it can be kind of hard, especially if crypto is like your main hobby. It can be hard to get away from it, but I definitely think that right now is the best time to kind of take a step back, go spend some time with family, go do a hobby that you have. If you don't have a hobby, then find one, kind of learn something about yourself, and just take a break, because it can get really stressful and you're going to burn yourself out, 1, and 2, you're going to get so stressed out, especially looking at these prices and looking at the price action that's just going sideways. It can be so mind numbing, right? So take a step back, give yourself a break, take a breather, and this will kind of clear your mind and let you make the best decisions that you can make. That way you're making good, profitable investments, which is always a very important thing. So my first step is to take a break and give yourself some time. All right, step number 2 is rebalancing your portfolio. Now, what do I mean by rebalancing your portfolio? This means get rid of the garbage coins that are sitting there that have been doing nothing the whole time you've been holding them. Maybe you had some influencer on Twitter or something like that. They mentioned the coin and you thought, oh yeah, it's great. You didn't really do the research, and now, it's down super bad in your portfolio. It might be better to just cut the losses and put that money into a better investment, a project that actually has legitimate potential of growth in the future, and kind of just move your assets around and reallocate them into things that are going to be the best for you and for growth of your portfolio in general. So that is step number 2. Take a time, and now's the best time. I know it sucks sometimes to sell at a loss. Maybe if you've been holding since the way top, that kind of sucks. But if you get yourself in these coins now, you won't have to worry about selling, or buying at the top, because you'll already have some money in here way down at the bottom where we're currently at. So, get rid of those shit coins, those dog coins, the coins that aren't going to do anything, because honestly, a lot of the crypto market isn't really going to survive this market, I don't think. At least I don't think a lot of these projects that don't have anything going for themselves, I don't think they're going to survive. So by the time we get into this next bull run, you're going to want to have your money into the best assets that you can. So step number 2, rebalance your portfolio. All right, step number 3 is research projects, and this kind of follows in with rebalancing your portfolio. Now is the best time. Like I said, a lot of these projects that are around right now very well might not survive. So if you're getting in and doing your research and finding these projects that are not only fundamentally and technically have some strong backbone, that's going to keep you from looking at your portfolio tomorrow and it going to zero because it was a rug pull or the project just didn't work out, right? So get into CoinMarketCap, Lunar Crush. There's a bunch of platforms that are specifically made for you to do research on these projects, find out what they're about, look at their website. There's all sorts of things to look for, and we have some videos here on the channel that can kind of give you a little bit of advice of how to look for some of these projects, kind of some of the things that we look at. So I think right now is the best time to do the research, put in the work. That way, the next time the bull run comes around, you'll be more prepared than anybody else. All right, so step number 4 is accumulation goals. You want to set yourself some goals, start accumulating. So now that you've kind of taken a break, kind of cleared your mind a little bit, you did some research, you rebalanced your portfolio, you got all the money into the coins that you really want and that have good potential, you're going to want to set yourself some goals for how many coins you're going to want. Right now I have about 1,000 to 2,000 is my goal for Cadena. That's the bare minimum of what I want to have by the time we go into the next bull run. So setting those goals for yourself can kind of plan it out, and it makes it a lot easier. So all right, if I want to have this many coins, I need to be buying this much every week, or when it dips, I want to buy this much. And it kind of is just a lot easier for you to lay things out in a way that you can see your goals and you can work towards them, which I think is important, not only just for crypto, but really anything in life. Step number 4, set yourself some accumulation goals and start accumulating. All right, so step number 5, and I think this one's really important also, and that is recap the bull run. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, it kind of depends, I guess, on when you got into the crypto market. Me personally, I got in like kind of the end of 2018, right after everything really dumped. And a lot of the market sentiment was that crypto might not survive, Bitcoin might not survive, and obviously that has turned around. But a lot of the people who did very well in the bull run, the last bull run, were people that have been accumulating in that bear market that people were just completely freaked out, right? When everybody else is losing their minds, that's when you should be focusing and putting in that work, right? So recap that last bull run. If you did go through the 2020, 2021 kind of bull run thing that we had going there, look back at what you could have did differently, what you could have learned, maybe look at, the tops. Like, I knew when we hit that second top on Bitcoin, there was a good chance that we were going to end up going down, but my emotions got in the way. And instead of selling everything at the top where I could have, I instead waited a bit, sold everything, and then when it came to a point where I thought it was going to continue up, I ended up buying back in, right? So now that's a mistake that I can learn from, and then that way the next bull run comes through, I won't make that same mistake. I also had some issues with selling too early, and all these kind of things that you can look at, not only just what you did, but what other people were doing as well, and learn from that. That way you can be completely set up and ready to go that next time we get that bull run. All right, step number 6 also kind of tail ends this one, and that is make a plan for the next bull run. So now that you've got your portfolio set up, you've got goals for how many coins you want to start stacking. You looked at the last bull run, you've been learning from your past mistakes or learning from other people's mistakes. Now's the time to get yourself a plan, so that way that next bull run that comes, you'll be ready and you'll have an idea of what you're going to do. When I mean kind of plan out the next run, have an idea of kind of maybe where you might take profits. So look at your favorite coins or the ones that you got in your portfolio, and look at where, maybe even psychological resistances, where you might want to take some profit, how much you're going to take profit, just all these kind of things that you can do. Even maybe where, if it gets up to a point, you might take some profit and then buy some more at another lower point. A lot of these things can be kind of hard to a point, because nobody can predict the future. But if you have yourself a good plan that will just kind of keep you on track, I think it'll be a lot easier to stop yourself from your emotions getting in line, which I think is really what screws a lot of people in the crypto space up. Our human monkey brains, our emotions just take over, and it's really, really hard to control them. So if you have a plan, it can be a lot easier to distance yourself from those emotions and make the best choices possible. All right, number 7 is learn as much as you possibly can right now. And right now is 100% the best time to learn. The market's chilled out. People are chilled out. You don't got to worry about, oh, this coin might pop off tomorrow and I might miss it. You can just sit back, kind of take a breather, chill out, and learn as much as you can. Maybe make a list of the things that you don't know. Maybe that's technical analysis, or maybe that's researching projects. We talked about how you should be researching projects. Maybe you don't know how. So do some research on the things you should be looking into. Just all sorts of stuff that you can learn. There's books, podcasts, all sorts of information out there for you. There's never been a better time, for people to just learn whatever it is they want to learn. So get yourself educated, get yourself knowing what's going on, so that way, again, for that next bull run, you'll be ready to go and prepared. All right, our last step, and I think this one's really important, and I think a lot of people are going to come to the conclusion that they need to do this step, and that is filter out influencers. influencers. Now, obviously, you want to keep your boy Astral around, but a lot of these influencers, man, and I think this time around really showed how wrecked people can end up by listening to these influencers. A lot of these YouTubers and people on Twitter, you know, they've always got a bridge to sell you, and a lot of people can get very wrong ideas. You know, they see this person on Twitter and they're balling, they've got a nice car and they've got this and that, and life just seems so great. Well, if I just buy the coins that they buy, I'll be just like them. And that's not how it works, man. A lot of these, you know, and I'll just tell you, you know, these projects will email us influencers and want us to show you guys these projects, right? So, you know, if you're just the normal average influencer and you don't care about your viewer, you just want to make a dime, you know, and benefit yourself, then you might start taking those kind of things on. And yeah, you're making some money, but you're screwing over your viewers. You're getting people wrecked left and right. That's why personally, I never talked about Luna here on the channel, because I always had a bad feeling about the project. You know, and I'm sure I could have gotten a lot of viewers and attention and stuff pushing Luna just like everybody else. But if I don't believe in it, I'm not going to show it to you guys. And that's why you need to filter out these influencers and people that you're listening to. You know, make sure that the people you're listening to kind of have somewhat of your best interest in mind. I make these videos trying to educate you guys. That way you can make, you know, the most profit and be the best version of yourself you can be, at least in the crypto space. So you want to find influencers and people that are aligning with kind of the things you're wanting to go with. And that aren't going to just shill you these shit coins, man. And it sucks. I know it does. I know, you know, you might trust one of them and you put some money in and the next thing you know, it went to zero and now you're wrecked. But that's how it goes. So now is the time to learn from that mistake and make a better choice in the future. All right, guys. So that's all the tips I got for you today on kind of how to make it through this bear market. I know it can suck, and I know a lot of people are kind of in the dumps when prices get like this, but I promise you, with experience, you will kind of be unfazed. This bear market is not really bothering me. Actually, I'm very excited for it because it's the time for me to start accumulating the coins and projects that I really believe in. And that way, that next bull run, I'm hoping to be, you know, we're going to make it. And I think all my viewers, you guys can make it as well. You just got to be making the best choices. So I really hope that some of these tips can kind of lead you into that path. So you guys are making good, you know, solid investments. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like. It really helps with the algorithm, help get it out to other people. Also share it with a friend if you did enjoy it. That way you can kind of, you know, spread these tips to as many people as might need them. Also make sure to subscribe and tick that notification bell so you guys don't miss out on any future content that I put similar to this. I'm trying to focus a little bit more on the crypto tips to help you guys out. So if that interests you, make sure to subscribe so you can stick around. Also, if you want to get even more in depth, you can follow me on Twitter at hidden_crypto. I post about just really anything crypto related. We also do some giveaways with some Cadena projects and things like that. So if that sounds interesting to you, go follow me on there as well. And any other socials will be in the Linktree link in the description. So with that being said, that's going to wrap up this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. And until then, peace.